welcome back to my channel. Today I don't want to say I'm super excited to be here. I'm just glad and happy to be here today. It's been a while, and I hope every one of my subscribers is doing fine, and all those who haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the notification button below so that you're able to be notified of my new videos, and comment so that I can know if whatever I'm doing is enlightening you, is encouraging you, and all that. So welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that is affecting most of us. I want to talk about depression. I won't lie that at first when I was going through whatever I was going through, I knew it was depression. I never knew it was depression, not until it got too far along the ways that I realized something is amiss. So today I want to talk about depression, and to talk about it, I want to talk about a story of my own, how I almost gave away my daughter, thinking it would be the best thing to do for her. You know how at times life gets into you and you have a lot on your mind and you have a lot on your plate. Even putting food on the table is an issue, and just life in general becomes a bit tough. So I moved from Nakuru to Nairobi seeking greener pastures, and by the time I was moving from Nakuru to Nairobi, I already had a lot on my mind and I was going through a lot, but I didn't realize it was depression. So going to Nairobi, a friend of mine gets a job for me at a salon, and I started working there. So while I was working there, by chance the owner of that salon became so close to my daughter, and she really loved my daughter, and I appreciate her even up to today. She really loved my daughter, and along that journey, as I worked there, and as we used to come with my daughter to that salon, and mark you, we used to work, a lot of us there, but for some reason the owner of the salon only loved my daughter so much that she allowed her to be coming to work with me over the weekends. And most of the workers there were never allowed to bring their babies to work. So you get why I'm saying she really loved my daughter. So fast forward, we used to work there, and then there was one of the sister of the owner of that salon also used to come there. She also got fond of my daughter, and she loved her too. And I got to know that her kids were big. She had a girl and a boy, and they were all big, and they used to work in the US. So one day, after we got so used to each other, and she used to give me a lot of testimonies about her life, we became so close. And for the things she used to do to my daughter when she was there, I felt so close to her. And there was one instance also that the owner of the salon, now the sister to this new friend that I had, took her to her house. My daughter was so clingy when she saw her children and all that. So one day I allowed them to go with her, and she was so happy. In fact, the day I picked her, now coming back, she didn't want me. I looked like I was stealing her from her own family. So that's how close that family became to me. So fast forward, the sister one day asked me, would you allow me to take your daughter to the US with me when I'm going to the US? I'll be staying there for 6 months, and it would be lifting off kind of burden for you. And I got so excited. I didn't even think about it twice. So I thought, well, if she goes with her, my daughter would have a good life in the US. So I went home, but deep inside my heart, I knew I could give her away, because I knew how she was suffering, and I really wanted the best for her. So I thought about it, and I really wanted her to go. So the lady asked me to think about it and then give her feedback, because she was to go in a week or so. So I told her I'd give her feedback. Maybe I go ask my husband, and then we see. So I knew I wouldn't ask my husband. So going home, I knew I'll give away this child to go to the US. And after a few days, we got talking to the owner of the salon now, whom also we'd become so close to. And I told her how her sister wanted to take my daughter to the US. And she asked me, what do you mean take her to the US? And I said, we had talked about her, and she told me she'd be going to the US for 6 months. So she'd come back with her maybe after those 6 months. And she asked me, would you give away your child to a stranger, somebody you've just met? She's my sister, but I wouldn't advise you to give her away. So I was kind of taken aback and wondered, what? I thought these are good people. I thought she would support me on that. Now later coming to think about it, after years, okay, that time I didn't get why she refused for me to allow my daughter to go to the US. And at that time I thought maybe because she was so fond of her and she loved her, that's why she was clingy to her, that I don't give her away. So anyway, after a while I realized, yeah, it is not right. But it took me a long time for me to realize. It kept eating me up, thinking, well, maybe I'm denying my daughter a chance, or maybe I'm denying my daughter that opportunity to go and study in good schools, what I'd wanted for her for so long. So it kept eating me up, and I kept wondering, did I do the right thing for not allowing her to go to the US? And after so many years, I came to realize it was depression that almost made me give her away, thinking I'd be giving her away to greener pastures. And that time, that woman that I was working with that time asked me, what if she goes with her and never brings her back again? And it didn't bother me at that time. I told myself, she'll be living well. She'll have the best. It doesn't matter. So that's all that I really wanted for her, without thinking, will I ever see this child again? The reason why I've given this story is because I've realized a lot of people, especially women, are going through a lot at this time. That's why you find some stories of women wanting to give away their kids, thinking it would be the best for them. Because you can't give your child that which you had purpose, or that which you had wished to give that child. You are opting to give away your child. And the reason why I've decided to talk about it, it's because at that time you might not see it. At that time you might not get somebody to juggle with you, your mind, and help you think about this deeper. I know it is hard. I know it is not easy to go through this. I know it is not something that you just wake up and it disappears from your mind. But all I'd urge anyone who is going through something, talk about it. Don't mind who you are talking to. Just let it out. You might not understand, but when you let it out, it kind of relieves that burden away from you. Take my case. If I didn't have that woman that really loved my child, I would have given my daughter away. My daughter, who right now is my help, my daughter is my everything, my best friend, because now she's older. What if I could have given her away? She would never have understood. She would never have wanted me maybe near her again. You see? So the consequences of not sharing, the consequences of not wanting to be, to relieve yourself of whatever you're feeling. I hope I enlightened somebody today. I hope with sharing my story, I'm able to empower somebody else who is going through a lot. And I know depression is not a topic that you can just sit and talk about individually, and our cases are different. But with my story, I hope to inspire somebody. I hope it helps you relieve yourself of whatever you're feeling. See you next time. Bye.